When your friend invites you to a location, you go to that location and he just isn't there. You call him 15 times and he just doesn't pick up. Like, you invited me to basically go out. Why the hell are you not here?
When you're sitting on the bus and then this one guy just sits next to you, they have all other spaces in the bus, but they sit next to you specifically, right? And they eat something, like not even quietly, like very loudly, like pretty much, right? And then they stink. Like literally, they munch loudly and they stink pretty much. And then when they're talking to someone else, like next to them, because you know how it's a crowded bus or whatever, sometimes, when they talk to them and they basically do 3 in 1, yeah, that is irritating as hell. When you're having an argument with a mate or whatever, right, and they just won't take no for an answer, like they basically stick to one topic and they don't shut up about it pretty much. Like, I don't care who you are, but you need serious help if you just talk about that one thing every single time we get into a fight. Like, good God.
When you tell someone that you love a franchise, and then the next day, they pretend they know every little thing about it. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, but I told you about a franchise that I love deep down, and then you are just being an idiot, pretending that you know everything, even though you don't even know what the characters even look like, or what their names are. Like, what the hell? When someone calls you over to do something for them, after you finish said thing, you sit down for like 5 seconds, and then they call you over again. Then you do that thing again, then you sit down again. And then 5 seconds later, they call you again, do the same thing, sit down. Call you over for 5 seconds, do the same thing, sit down. Like, if you want me to do something for you, yeah, then you tell me to stay there. You don't tell me to basically go sit down and to call me over 5 seconds later. Just keep me in the place until you're finished with me. When you go into the cinemas to watch a film, and then when you sit down in your seat, when the film starts, and then the first thing you hear is someone munching their popcorn so loud that it literally overshadows the audio coming from the actual movie. Like, I came to watch a film. I did not come to listen to your ASMR BS. When you go out with 2 of your mates, one of them goes to the bathroom, and then you try and talk to your other friend, but they just do not want to talk to you or just acknowledge you at all. Like, mate, I invited you specifically to hang out, talk with each other, and basically have a good time. If one of them basically went to the toilet and you just do not talk to me, what's the point of you even being here?
When you're having a conversation with someone, right, and then you ask them a question, nothing too complicated, just a simple question, right, and then they don't reply to you and they just walk off. Like, where are you going? I asked you a question. Why are you walking off from me for? Like,
When you tell your friends that you want to spend time with family, but they basically tell you that they want you to play with them instead. Even though you want to spend time with family, they've been asking you for the past 2-3 weeks now to play with them. You tell your cousins, you tell your siblings, you know, we have a massive gaming session with just us as a family, just playing, you know, whatever. And then your friends basically ruin that fun by telling them that they want you to play with them instead. Like, I'm trying to bond with family here. If you're going to be an absolute dickhead and basically tell me not to play with my family when I knew them my whole life and I only just met you a few years ago, you literally are a like you if you are that type of person.
when your friend constantly dishes you about something you like to do, but you personally don't really care about it, and then when you get your own back and you diss them of something they like to do, they get pissed off with you pretty much. Like, mate, you do it to me all the time, so why am I not allowed to do it to you?
Like, it's banter. When your friend talks absolute mad shit about someone, and then the next day, when they meet said person, they are the bestest of best friends, and they act like nothing's happened between them. And then, when said person leaves, your friend tells you how horrible they are, how, you know, they despise them and all this and all that. Like, make your mind up. If you guys have a problem with each other, if you have a problem with that person, don't talk to me like I'm your therapist. Actually sort out between you two, you know? Like, it's called socializing.
When you're playing with a game with mates, right, and something odd happens and they just blame it on you. Like they just assume it's you. Like they don't ask anyone else. They just target you pretty much.
When your friend blocks someone, right, that they've known for a while, and then they unblock them 5 minutes later, and they talk to him like as if nothing's happened. Like, what's the point of blocking them then if you're gonna talk to them the next day? When you give something to your sibling, and then you want it back after a few days because you want to do something, and then your sibling basically lost it. Like, why did I give it to you if you're going to lose it in the end? And now I need it, and now I can't do this certain thing without that thing. Like, what the hell? When your friend gets DM'd by someone who you don't personally like, and your friend also goes on to say that they don't like that person too, even though your friend basically chats with them and they call each other up and they just act like best friends pretty much. Like which one is it? Do you hate them? Do you not? When you've been planning to watch something with your IRL friend for a long time, right? Let's say it's a Fortnite event, for example. You've been discussing this for months now, ever since the announcement happened. When that day comes, right, the last minutes before the event happens, your online friend basically tells you, they don't even ask you, they tell you to watch the event with them instead. Even though you have not talked to them in months and they haven't been bothered to communicate with you pretty much. Like, I'm sorry, mate, but I have better people to talk to and watch this event with than you. Like, you haven't even made the effort to talk to me after months, and now you have the audacity to ask me to watch an event with you. Are you dumb? When someone hates on you for just no reason.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?